So, apparently I'm a witch.
'Cause she's a witch.
We've got a witch!
I'm the love witch.
I am a witch.
I am a witch.
I'm a witch!
Sally just came out.
Now the witch is back!
Indeed, now the witch is back. That's right, I am back. Yes, I'm back. Back again. Yes, I'm back, because I'm back. Hello, everybody. Good evening. Welcome to Beyond Authentic on this lovely channel here. You can expect some tarot readings tonight. If you are brand new here, my name is Lisa. I am a witchy bitch, as it says right there on the microphone. And on this channel, we do witchy bits and bobs and lots of tarot. Mainly at the moment, we do a lot of tarot readings. That's probably what you're here for right now. Don't forget though, this channel does have all sorts of other bits and pieces. Have a look in our back catalogue if there are things that you would like to see more of. There are videos on witchy elements, on rituals. There's going to be some more of that coming up as we get into Halloween season, spooky season, especially because it gives me an excuse to go into, well, I would say, to go into the shops and buy lots of Halloween decor, but to be honest, I am already looking at that on online shopping as well. So probably, yeah, not that I need any more Halloween type decor, as you can see from behind me. Anyway, good evening everyone. Can you please do the YouTubey things? Thank you, Ed, for the reminder there. If you can, please do hit that lovely like button if you like this channel. And also, why not hit the subscribe button and dong your bell and change your settings to all. That way YouTube should let you know each and every time I go live or release a video. As I say, I will be going back to making some other videos on bits and pieces. I've got a few tarot decks that I need to review and other things like that. Let me just get the... I know this stream is the best. Honestly, I'm not bigging myself up. That is, unfortunately, that is actually what the box says every time. That's the default on the settings. Why is that not coming up? Hang on, there we go. Right, as always, those that know. Why is, hang on, something very strange is going on. Right, on-screen chat. Swap that to that. Let's get that. Hello everyone, says Nanette. And on this one, oh, for some reason, my on-screen chat is not allowing me to make this change that I need to do. Why are you not letting me do things? Oh, because I'm on the wrong flipping one. That's why. That'll be why, Lisa. There we go. Oh, flaming out. Right, there we go. Sorry, everybody. Got it sorted now. And that should get rid of that line off your telly boxes. There we go. Hurrah. Right, let's see who is here on the live stream. Sarah, good evening to you. Percy, good evening to you. Aethelred the Unready, good evening to Ed. And obviously... Annie Pup. Hello to everybody's pups and pussycats as well. Pussies and pups. Good evening to Nanette. Good evening to Patricia. To guarantee a reading, yep, we're going to be doing some tarot readings coming up. So we'll I'll explain all about that in a second. Patricia's popped it into the chat for everybody there. And yeah, so as I say, we do live streams on this channel twice a week, each and every Tuesday evening and Sunday evening. You just saw my brain live have a little blip there. That does happen a fair bit, I must admit, on the streams, because unfortunately I do have ADHD. And as Neil said when he was in the members only live stream on Friday, there's a lot of moving things that happen behind the scenes. My little legs are paddling along under the surface like this, like a swan's, behind the surface, as I am going through everything and making sure that everything is set basically. So yes, there's a lot that happens. Obviously, if this was a TV studio, we'd have producers and a team of runners and, you know, what is it? What do they call them? Apprentices that would run and get my coffee. We don't have that. We just have Rufus that brings me in my coffee because he's lovely. Brian and Rupert are watching too. Good evening, Brian. Good evening, Rupert. I know one of you can wave back. That's probably Rupert, isn't it? Rupert will be waving back. Good evening. Oh, what cheeky. Your advert was for life reading. Another tarot thing. Oh, you had an advert already. Honestly, I can't control any of that. I have no buttons that are set to trigger anything like that. It's Rupert's... Oh, my gosh. Rupert's birthday today. He is 14 years old today. Well... Happy birthday to Rupert. Meow, 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 meow. There you go. I just sang happy birthday in cat. Okay, my darling, no problem, Ninette. You're going to be watching the live stream, but doing other things because you've got a busy old life. That's not a problem at all, my darling. Thank you for popping in. Because I've got a fan just here, it keeps blowing random hairs every blooming live stream. I need to move the fan. The only problem is if I move the fan any closer, the microphones pick it up, which is never a good thing. Anyway, right then, so let's crack on, shall we? How would you get a reading on this channel? Well, it's dead simple. There are two ways to get a reading. The first way is, listen to this noise, right? Listen to this noise. Are you ready? That noise is the alarm for when we open a round. So even if you aren't actively watching, there's a bit of hair that keeps annoying me. Even if you're not actively watching, listen out for that noise, because that is your cue to run back to the keyboard, type in question, followed by your question, because that means a round is open, okay? I do have a quiff today. Also, I have a very grey quiff. I don't know whether you can see just how grey my hair has gone. It's not meant to be a quiff. It's just because I put the headband on and then I've pushed it forward. But anyway, so yeah, when that noise sounds, a round is open. That means it's time to get your questions in. That's how we do it on this channel. There's no list as such. There's no, what's it called? There's no like group of, there's no, what am I trying to say, Lisa, brain? There's no... One second. Sorry, everybody. There we go. There's no list. There's no group. There's no order. It's just we open a round. If you put your question in, one of those is selected at random. Okay, that's how it works each and every round. If you want to pop your question in on every round until you're picked, that's perfectly fine. You can do that. We do ask that you only pop your question in once per round, though. That's a really important thing. Don't spam the chat because it doesn't actually increase your chances. Also, I must say that the other way to get a reading, and this is where you can guarantee your reading, is if you go and send it in the form of a super chat. So a super chat of any amount will guarantee you a reading. Okay, that amount could be $1, it could be $100, whatever it is. It could be £1, it could be 50 rupees, whatever it is that you want to donate. That will get you in the next slot. Basically, that will get you the next reading. If I get more than one super chat that comes in at the same time, you'll get I'll read them in the order they come in, right? If you want a longer reading, then that's when, if you donate £8 or $10 US, that then will go through and get you the longer reading. Okay, hopefully that makes sense. I just had all of my overlays in completely the wrong order. That's why I was just waffling a little bit as I was trying to explain that. So yeah, those are the two ways to get a reading on the channel. Wait until I open a round, stick it in and hope for the best, or send it through at any time as a super chat. And don't forget, $8 or £8 or 10 US dollars or the equivalent will get you that longer reading. Hopefully all of that makes sense. Right, let me have a look at that there, chat. By the way, that was the other thing I was going to say. We do have some rules on the channel. I mean, to be fair, it's more guidelines, but before we go on, here's the housekeeping. Tarot is for entertainment purposes only. You do make all of your own decisions about your own life. Tarot should never be used to replace medical advice, legal advice, financial advice, or counselling advice. If you're looking for support in these areas, please do seek out professionals in these areas. You do have to be 18 years of age or over to get a tarot reading on this channel. And remember, please don't share private information here or anywhere else on the internet that you wouldn't want anyone or everyone finding out about now or anytime in the future. Please could the moderators remind me, right, when I'm on the members only chat and also the members. So if you don't know, our moderators are in blue, the members are in green. Could one of you please remind me, Lisa, you're about to do a live stream. Please change out of your white top, because on the members only, I managed to spill coffee just here. And I've just taken a swig of my Pepsi as that little video was playing and managed to pour it all down my top. So, yeah, and unfortunately this came from Torrid in the States because I got a sweatshirt, and it's not easily replaceable. It wasn't a lot of money, but it's not easily replaceable, unfortunately. But it will stain. So there we go. We'll pretend that didn't happen. But if you notice that I'm suddenly... Here we go. Look, if I put the microphone there and move it a little bit up, there you go. Look, you wouldn't be able to see it anyway. Look, there you go. What wet top? I know, right? Live on the YouTube's a wet t-shirt competition featuring one person. Let's not go there. Let's not go there. Anyway, right. You all know the rules. Please do protect your own digital footprint online. Make sure that you are not doxing yourself accidentally. Make sure that you are not revealing information about your location. Obviously, listen, we all know, right? Somebody rings up and says, hello, I am from the Microsoft office. Could you please confirm your social security number? You would tell them to do one, wouldn't you? You would. You would. Hackers that are that obvious are really, really... well, obvious. But although this is YouTube and it is a social space, do please be aware that people can still trawl through YouTube comments and things like that. And especially these days when there are bots, it's very simple for somebody to scroll through a load of channels, scroll through all the comments, especially once the live streams are finished, to go through everything in the comments and pick out if there is personal information. They're very, very clever at that. And when I say personal information, I don't mean, oh, does Bob fancy me? I mean, if you were to put in the chat, oh, I've just moved into the yellow house next to the fire station. I know, right? Regulars, I've changed it. And you go, oh, okay. Well, that's not revealing anything, is it really? Don't know where you live. And then in another stream, you might put, again on my channel, in another stream, you might put something like, oh my God, has anyone else been to Shoeville Tesco's? I've just moved in. It's the biggest Tesco's I've ever been to in my life. Isn't it ginormous? Okay, so now in 2 streams, you've said you live in the yellow house next to the fire station and you live in Shoeville. Okay, starting to get a picture now. And then in another stream, you might say, oh, I'm going on holiday in 2 weeks, Lisa, so I won't be here. But just in case you thought that I was, blanking you or that I was ghosting you, I'm really sorry, but I'm going away for 2 weeks. I'm going to go to Fuerteventura. That's a real place, isn't it? For some reason, that sounds like it should be in Lord of the Rings. I'm sure that's a real place. Oh, well, whatever. Fuerteventura. Why does that sound like I've just made it up, like it's one of the planets in Dune or something? Mordib. His name is a killing word. He comes from Fuerteventura. Whatever. Anyway, don't type that in the chat, because now those little bots, because they can go through channels like in seconds, milliseconds, they can go through all of that channel information and add up, oh, user 5179 has been to moved to Shoeville, lives in the yellow house next to the fire station, and is on holiday for 2 weeks. Let's go burgle the house. Do you know what I mean? Do you know what I mean? It is real. I thought it was real, but as soon as I said it, my brain was like, is that where they threw the ring and where Sauron's armies were? Was that in the fort of Ventura? Do you know what I mean? I don't know. Could be anything with my brain. I quite often say things like that, and it will be a made-up place. So I'll say something like, I'll say to Rufus, oh, did you watch that holiday program the other day? And it isn't Fortaventura in Brazil. I don't know. I've got no idea. Could not tell you. As far as I'm concerned, it's on the 5th moon of Nibia. No, hang on. I'll chase you around the moons of Nimbus. I can't remember. I'm now misquoting Star Trek. That's just how my brain works. Anyway, right. Enough. Because my little ADHD brain now, behind the scenes, there is 2 little parts of it going, what is the quote from Khan from Star Trek 2? You have seen this film 729 times at this point. You should be able to quote this. And then there's another part of my brain going, Sauron wasn't at Fortaventura. Where was Sauron? And then there's another part going, Dune, Arrakis. What were the planets in Dune apart from Arrakis? I don't know. My brain does that. Anyway, shall we just shut my brain up? I think we should. Let's do some readings. I'll tell you what. Let's do this. There we go. The alarm has sounded. That is either Lisa's brain has finally melted out of her ears and is slowly seeping out and forming a puddle on the floor. I know my geography is shocking as well, Ethelred. My geography is terrible. The second largest of Spain's Canary Islands. Oh, it's a Canary Island, Fortaventura. So it's nothing to do with Sauron then. You're going to tell me now that Sauron is one of the other names of the islands and that I nearly said TJ Hooker. Oh my God. Oh my God. J.R. Tolkien, and I nearly said TJ Hooker. Wowzer, brain, what is happening? What is happening? Is it true? Does anybody know, as you get older, does your brain merge all information into one great big pot? Because that does seem to be happening an awful lot with me. Anyway, let's go ahead. It is time. Do please pop your question in the live chat, starting with the word question. Or if you want to guarantee your reading is up next, send your question through as a super chat. Don't forget, super chats of $10 or £8 or above will get you a guaranteed reading of at least 6 or 7 cards. Okay. Do not worry, my brain works with the tarot. It's one of the few things where my brain does actually work. And I think that probably over the years, 30 plus years of connecting with the tarot source and all of that energy is probably why I can't remember mundane world things. I'm going to turn into, in, again, lots of franchises, lots of fantasy series, there is always that old crone witchy character who isn't quite connected to the planet. I'm thinking the one with the eyeball in... Oh shit, you just saw it happen in real time. Dark Crystal. You saw that happen. Yes, I'm thinking that's going to be me in a few years' time going, oh, I'm connecting with the spirits. Lisa, do you want lunch? Oh, the spirits say no, this vessel is not hungry. That'll be me. Anyway, ask your question now. Send your question as a super chat to guarantee your 3-card reading is next. Donations of $10 or £8 or over will receive a longer 6 or 7 card reading. To try for a free reading, write your question in the live chat starting with the word question. If no super chats come in, a free question will be chosen at random. And if you need help, just ask one of our mods. Okay, by default, Percy, it looks as if you are the only person that has asked a question in that round. So we're going to do your question. I've just read it. It's a bit interesting. I love hagstones. She says, with one literally sat on her altar right now. I don't know whether you're going to be able to see through. Oh, yeah, look at that. Hello. Can you see me through that? Yes, you can. Look, hello. Hagstones are, for those that don't know, hagstones are incredibly interesting things. They are found in nature, often in coastal areas or in lakes, and they're basically formed by water erosion. Possibly, they are formed by the Ethers, as Percy says there, using them as magical portals through to different realms, right? That is what legend believes, that these are portals. Witchy folk in general, like myself, a lot of folk witches, they use hagstones for shifting energy, or to siphon energy, or to send energy. It's a very, very useful tool for things like that. They are a beautiful creation, and I make key rings and bag charms that are either for walking sticks, or you can hook them onto your handbag or to your suitcase or satchel or whatever, and they always have a hagstone. So you have to, as Patricia says, you have to be able to see through the hole. Some of them will have multiple holes where there'll be one, and then the hole split, and it's almost like there was once a creature, like a little wormy thing that could eat through stone, and it would eat its way through the pebbles and through the stones, and sometimes take a different route as it was munching its way. And that's where the hagstones are made. That's how they're made. But I think they are wonderful. I have lots that I have found. I have lots that I have bought from the interwebs and places like that. But they are absolutely just lovely things. So then, if anyone was asking what a hagstone was, or why Percy's friend might actually want one, the answer as to why they want one is because a lot of magical practitioners use them, and they're used in the ways that I said. So some people use them as energy siphons or energy portals. Some people use them for other bits of workings. Some people use them to put an incense stick in and hold an incense stick up, so they can use them for that. There's all sorts of purposes for hagstones. They're often seen as being used for luck, which is another reason that I have them on my bag charms that I make, because again, it's that little witchy element that comes in. I do find them a very good protection element as well. That's often why I use them. So there's tons and tons of ways that hagstones are used by practitioners. And some people, and it sounds like Percy's friend is one, some people are of the belief that you must find your hagstones yourself. Personally, I think that in the olden days, that would have been true. However, these days, with the fact that a lot of us don't live near coastal areas, and the coastal areas where we may live are quite often built up and worked and man-made constructs and things, I think it's difficult to find them these days, unless you happen to live somewhere. I used to live on the coast down south, and we used to find loads of them all the time, and then when I've been to other coastal towns like Whitby and places, and maybe found one after going several times. It varies from different place around the country. Right then, so Wispy, let's cleanse the space for Percy's friend's reading. So Wispy, Percy has a friend who has never found a hagstone, and thinks that the Ethers, and we all know who we mean by the Ethers, have jinxed her to never find one. Is that the case? So we're going to do I'll tell you what, Wispy, we'll do the situation, obstacle, how to overcome. That'll be interesting. Situation, obstacle, and how to overcome. Situation, obstacle, and how to overcome. Here we go. Let's have a look. Situation, obstacle, and how to overcome. So the situation must be, the tower. Okay. It's possible, just looking at that one single card, Percy, to be honest. The Tower is having things that are built up, kind of whisked away. Oh, sorry. Assumptions being whisked away. Things that are important being removed. All of that sort of energy. Now, in terms of the Tower card, in terms of this question, it could be that she wants to find one the correct way so much that it's almost becoming a self-fulfilling negative prophecy. Do you know what I mean? It's like, oh, I'll never find one. So then if she's ever at a coastal town, she's looking and she won't see one because maybe she's not paying the right attention to the right areas in the right ways. Do you know what I mean? It could be, though, that there is an element going on that if she's not even taken one as a gift, then it may be that she isn't meant to have one. Do you know what I mean? So anyway, that's the situation. So the situation with the Tower having all of those expectations, all of those, ideals and the things you've built up, having that whisked away, having that upturn, having that sudden, things are going wibbly. It's like the more power she gives to the idea of finding a hagstone, the less likely she's going to find one. Do you know what I mean? It's like I gave up looking for a partner and then Rufus literally walked into my life a couple of months later. And then it turned out that we've been circling each other for many, 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 many years. He lived in the same town I grew up in. His best mate went to school with... his best mate was the brother of a girl that was in my class growing up. So he talks about someone and then said, he had a sister called Blank. And I was like, hang on. I know someone called Blank who had a brother called Other Blank. Do they live here? And Rufus was like, yeah, how did you know that? I said, because I went to school with her and I knew him and he was your best friend. Weird. So there are some things that happen, right, where it's like the minute you give up the search, they come into your life. And it's almost like that. It's almost like you need to give up the search and then she'll find one when it's the right time. The obstacle to it, the King of Wands. Okay, yeah, she's built it up into too much of a thing. She's built up into, it's too much of a red flag. It could also be, Percy, why does she want to use it? What is it she's going to use it for? Because this King of Wands, the red flag element, kings are all, believe themselves to be all powerful. They are until we get to the majors, and then they're kind of put in their place a little bit. Do you know what I mean? So this idea of the ideal of having a hagstone and finding it and doing all of that, there's a red flag element here. It could be that she wants to find the hagstone to enact a portal to create world domination. In which case, great, grand, lovely, but it could also be that it's just become such a big thing. Do you know what I mean? A big thing, that it's almost like the more she wants it, the less it's likely. I do genuinely believe the more she wants it, the less likely it's going to happen. But what I'm saying is this red flag is possibly... I'm just going to say it. Look, I'm just going to say it, right? I'm trying to beat around the bush. I think that's right. I'm trying to obfuscate and softball it. It might just be that she's so focused on getting a hagstone that she's not enjoying other things at the sea, other stones, other things that are just as important. It could also be that whatever the reason for her wanting one is the reason she's not finding it, right? So I know that a lot of people use them in the ways that I've said. There are other people that use them in other ways. And it could be whether you believe that she's got guides or whether you believe in the effers. It could be that someone somewhere is just saying she's not in the right headspace to have one to use it for this reason or that reason at the moment. Do you know what I mean? I do genuinely, with the Tower and the King of Wands coming up as that obstacle, I think it is literally, it's built up to be such a monumental thing in her mind. I think she just needs to go, do you know what? If I get one, I get one. And almost to accept one as a gift and then stick it on her altar. I mean, I've got loads. If you want, I can always send you one. I mean, you're in the same city as I am. I can always arrange to meet up with you, grab a coffee, and then drop you off a hagstone. Owning it is just as important as finding it, if not more so. And it feels like with this King of Wands, it feels like the more pressure you put on something to find it yourself, the less likely that's going to happen. So I do think she just needs to get one. It's like tarot cards. In the old days, you couldn't buy your own deck. You had to be gifted them. I've been gifted many tarot decks over the years that I cannot use, that are just not me. I've bought decks like almost sight unseen that were not me, and sometimes, you know, you've got to be able to get the right feel for a deck and all of these things, and it could be the same with a hagstone. She just needs to have one. That breaks the curse of, oh well, I'm spending so much energy looking for one. Once she owns one, then she'll find one on her own. Does that make sense? And the outcome, the Hanged One, she won't find one while she's waiting. Oh my god, this is literally right. Literally, the Hanged One reversed is she is waiting and sacrificing and doing all of this stuff because literally it's like she's not going to find one while it's a big thing. It really isn't. It's not a big deal. Sounds ridiculous. And I know that, like, for those of you in the chat that don't understand witchy folk or what a hagstone, why that could be important. In days of old, legends and reasons were put on things. Like, you had to make this yourself and make that yourself, and all of these things which were superstitions and almost curses that were put on things. Like, oh, if anyone touches a witch's garden, they'll be cursed. That's a good thing to tell the neighbourhood kids, isn't it? I've got a sign in my garden that says that. It means the neighbourhood kids don't kick many balls over my fence because they don't want to upset the tomato plants or whatever else. Are they actually cursed? Are they? Hell is like. What they are, though, what they are is less likely to kick that ball at my tomato plants in fear of being cursed. That in itself does the job. You don't actually have to go out and go, I can't turn you into a frog. Do you know what I mean? All of that. So yes, I would say absolutely 100%. She just needs to own a hagstone. Once that's done, it breaks the back of it, and then she'll find loads of them. But not while it's such a big deal. Not while it's such a big deal. I don't think there is a curse. Genuinely don't. Anyway, I hope that helps. Right, let me clear that and go into the chat. What's been held in Croydon? Rue. Hello, Rue. Hello, Monica. Hello, Rue. Definitely getting what you're saying. The only way to see through is to find your own. Please could you get a reading? I'll explain how to get a reading in a second, Monica, my darling. Is it York that does a big witchy festival? There's loads of them, Dormouse. There's loads of witchy festivals. Loads and loads and loads. I want to go to Glastonbury again. Not Glastonbury. Why did I say Glastonbury? I want to go to Whitby again, to the Goth Fest. Maybe not for world domination. Just would love to see what I'm one of the most cynical believers. See what I've felt all my life. You keep ordering, right? Okay, I don't know to sort of take the edge off. Yeah, no, that's exactly what needs to happen. That's exactly what needs to happen. It's a bit like my very, very first tarot deck I had was it's called the John Dee deck now, and it was one that came from a book. It was a pip deck. It was awful. Came with a book from the works for $4.99 or $5.99. Really, really cheap deck. Bad quality printing, bad quality everything. But it was enough for me to go, oh, I'm interested. And then I got the Connolly deck, which I completely fell in love with, and I used for the same deck for 18 years. It's now over here on the bookcase, retired. But that one deck, that was my deck for many years. Before that, I had to have the other deck just to break the back of, oh, you can only be given a tarot deck, you cannot buy your own, otherwise you shall not learn the tarot. And I was like, really? Why can't I just go and buy one? So I did in the end. Couldn't find one that I liked, went and bought the cheap one. Am I going to be able to learn with this? Oh, yes I can. Right then, even though I hate pip decks. But right then, now let's go and find one. Go off to a witchy shop and go and find a nice deck. I've already owned one. So that whole thing has now gone. I've already done that. I bought my first deck already. So if it was ever going to be something I can't use, too late. Tough shit. I've done that. Oops. Sorry, swear word. Yeah, I think that's the case, basically. I think she just needs to get one. Takes the edge off it. What? Rude finally giving up playing catch. Oh, you got a Hagstone in a subscription box. That's awesome. That's a really good place to get them. His Sunday name or naughty name is Piper Roo. Can I get goddamn autocorrect? Oh, hello, Roo. Oh, so that reading was about you. Right, hang on a second. I'll go back and read your comments. Sorry, I was probably really dismissive then. Witchfest was at Brighton a couple of times. You could see all the witches from the fest walking up and down the beach. All of the witches' hats pointing down like that, going, oh, I'll find a stone. I'll find a stone. Do you know what I've got in my head there? The Hocus Pocus witches holding up their skirts like this, going, well, seek the children. That's funny. Right, Roo, let me have a look then. Good evening, Roo. Welcome to the channel. Maybe not full. That makes more sense. Right. Okay. Just would like to see what you felt all your life. You're one of the most cynical believers. Okay, my darling. Just listen. If Percy has a hagstone currently to give you, take it. It's a gift. And then you'll be able to find your own that fits you a bit betterer. Do you know what I mean? It's like once you have one, if you like, the spell of mystery is broken, and then you can use it for whatever you deem worthy of using it. If Percy doesn't have one, I can always let him have one. You definitely getting what you're saying. Was told as a child the only way to see through them was to find your own. No. There were elements with Irish effers about that, but to be honest with you, I don't believe that. I believe if it's a magical tool, it's a magical tool. You're taking a break from work to join us all. Lovely to have you here, Roo. Okay. See, if I'd read that one after, when I was going back in the chat as well. But yeah, thank you. Yeah, what is it you're looking for? Hang on. You thought you might have the wrong city. What, Whitby? No problem. Good idea with the sign. Thank you for doing that one. It's very good. It's a very good thing. It's a very useful thing to have. Do not steal from. It's what it says. It says this is a witch's garden. Do not pick the flowers. They are poison. And then it says there was another one that says. What does it say? I think it says witch's garden, trespassers will be cursed. Or does it say? I don't know, because I've got two of them up. I'm sure one says about don't pick the flowers and one says trespassers will be cursed. I think they both say witch's garden on them. Hang a mirror in your garden and look into it, see what's behind you. You may be surprised at what's reflected. Oh, be careful though, you might not want to see the thing. Except the one from Percy. Yes, exactly. You just had the same image. I smell children. Honestly, it's fine. Honestly. And I know we've just spent like 20 minutes talking about hagstones. There you go. You get all sorts on this channel. Shall we have another round? I think we should. Yes, but don't stand in between two mirrors. Rue, if you are a magically thinking type person, don't stand between two mirrors. Because, ooh. And never bring the mirror indoors. Yes. Yes. Especially if you're dealing with the F'ers. Right. You're having a school built near us that with those, what? We are having a school built near us. Those with signs will give them a to the point message. The witch signs. Yes. Yes, Dormouse. Exactly. Don't you mess with my plants. You'll be a toad. Shall we have a round? Hopefully that didn't sound as if it was coming through in triplicate. My mute button is not always working. Right then, so we've been to a lovely waterfall. Oh, I know what I need to do. Bear with. Go ahead. We will... It is time to open a round. So do please pop your question in the live chat, starting with the word question, if you would like a tarot reading. As you can see, we do readings about all sorts of different subjects on this here channel. Now, earlier on, you might have heard me say an adulty word. It wasn't a bad adulty word, but I do think I do just need to hit this. So you've got 30 seconds plus this video.
YouTube tarot reader Lisa Lee has been found using bad language during her twice-weekly live streams. In a shocking turn of events, it has also been discovered that she will not tell you what you want to hear, only what you need to know. The internet is in collective shock that authenticity is alive and well in this corner of the YouTube meta space. Do not watch if you are easily offended.
Ask your question now. Send your question as a super chat to guarantee your 3-card reading is next. Donations of $10 or £8 or over will receive a longer 6 or 7 card reading. To try for a free reading, write your question in the live chat starting with the word question. If no super chats come in, a free question will be chosen at random. And if you need help, just ask one of our mods. Yes, indeed. And as I always say, the mods are the lovely people in the chat whose name is in blue. So then I'm just waiting for confirmation from the keeper of the questions. And once we get that, I will do the reading. Oh, hang on 1 second. Why is that? That needs to be... Hang on. There we go. There's the chat. Good Lord. Oh, has Rue gone? Good night, Rue. Bye, Rue. Have a lovely time. Joao. Oh, I think that right. Okay. Hello, Joel. Joel, I'm not sure how to pronounce your name. I do apologise. But your question was randomly selected. So we're going to do your reading for you. Good evening. Welcome to the channel. So then, let's have a look. If you're somebody else who's asked a question, do please select and copy your question and hold it until the next round. Don't forget, the way to guarantee your question is done next is to send it through as a super chat. Let's have a look. Right. Here we go. I do apologise. I'm not sure whether it's Joel, or I've got no idea how to pronounce your name. I do apologise, but I'll say Joel. Hopefully that's sort of ish right. Let me have a look. Right then. Here we go. So then, cleanse the space and bring Wispy in. Wispy, Joel would like to know what to expect from Raquel by the end of the month. Do we see her calling to reconcile? Do we see Raquel calling Joel to reconcile? Let's have a look, my friend. Let's see what we've got. Okay, so we'll see where you are, what you need to know, and what the future opportunity is looking like. Okay, here we go. Oh, hang on. You pronounce duo. Okie dokie, duo. Right then, duo. So duo, we've got where you are now. We've got the Hermit. Oh, that doesn't sound good, my friend. The Two of Wands, however, in what you need to know, and the opportunity, or the Two of Swords. Right, no. Unfortunately, no. Let me explain. So, the Hermit is a major arcana card, right? And so when we say major, it's like the big magical cards, right? These are the cards that have all of the importance, basically. These are like the headlines. The other cards in the deck are like the nuances within the story. The Hermit is all about, literally, as it says on the tin, spending time alone, so spending time on your own path, your own journey. This is not a card that would suggest that somebody is going to be alongside you anytime soon. The Hermit literally lives in a cave out in the forest, in a what's the other word, in an underground thing. I can't remember what it's called, but a den. You know, hermits live very separate to society. Hermits also have lessons to learn in terms of wisdom and in terms of soul searching. So when the Hermit comes up as where you are, it sounds like whatever's gone on between you and Raquel, I don't think it's happened in the last... I would even say I don't think it's even in the last couple of weeks. I think it's probably been a little bit of time, because the Hermit would only come up if you were kind of not established single, but if you were, you know, ticking along on your own, if that makes sense. The thing with the Hermit is that sometimes it's by choice, sometimes it's by experience. Do you know what I mean? Circumstance. So it could just be that whatever's happened between you and Raquel, now you are, through circumstance, you are now going down the road on your own. You're going down the road where you are learning. Basically, you're how can I put this? It's almost like whatever the reason is that there needs to be a reconciliation, it's like this is your chance to learn the lessons for whatever that caused that separation. Do you know what I mean? For there to be a reconciliation means there's been a falling out, there's been a separation that wasn't, hey, do you know what, you know, I just don't think we're gelling here anymore, but so I think we kind of like need to just go our separate ways, if that's right. Yeah, you're not feeling it either? No. All right, well, it's been fun, it's been a nice couple of weeks, but you know, let's go separate. Doesn't feel like it's that by the word reconciliation. It feels like it was much more of a big argument, a big shout up, a big explosive kind of separation. Do you know what I mean? My nose is itching. Now again, going by what Patricia says, whenever my nose itches, it could mean that there was an argument involved, because Patricia says it means an argument is coming. So if my nose is itching while I'm doing a reading, I think it's Wispy's way of going, this was a big row, this was a big argument, a big conflab, a big falling out. That leads you to where you are, to what you need to know now. And what you need to know is we've got the Two of Wands. there's nothing in your question about the relationship that you had, right? There is nothing about the fact that were you partners, lovers, or friends. I think, judging by the fact we've got the Two of Wands coming into play where you are now, it feels like you are friend zoned, right? And it feels like whatever you were before was a lot deeper than that, or a lot more meaningful than that. And where you are now, since this explosive argument, it feels like now privileges have been revoked. So it wouldn't surprise me if you were in the situation where I don't know, one of you's moved out, or one of you is kind of, how can I put it? Wispy, give me that again. I don't know if there's kids and you're co-parenting, or whether there's something where you're still in touch for some sort of reason, whether it's bills, or whether you're just playing nicely, as in, you know, you kind of, how can I put this? I think you're still in touch. I don't think you're still touching. Put it that way. Does that make sense? It's like, I think you're still in contact with each other, but not in a lovey-dovey or bedroom kind of way. I think that contact is very much through necessity. I don't think it's because you are both wanting to restart something. It feels like whatever that spark was, whatever caused this argument, that took with it the oxygen from the romantic side of the relationship. And once that's gone, you're kind of left as friends, because Wands for me, it's confidence, it's security, but when we get the two, that smacks of a relationship that is very much friends. Especially when we look at the future opportunity, when you've got the Two of Swords. Swords is crosswords. Swords for me is trouble and strife. It is the challenges, the hurdles, the growing pains. It's all of those things. It's the obstacles that we have to deal with. The two of obstacles is literally that. It feels like the two of you are not on the same page. The two of you are probably going to be unable to go back to a position you were before whatever that argument, whatever that discussion, whatever that point of separation was, right? It doesn't feel as if there is a reconciliation there. It feels as if, almost like, I don't know whether you've moved on or Raquel's moved on. It feels more like Raquel's moved on, because this hermit was coming up for where you are. Does that make sense? So yeah, I wouldn't say, certainly not by the end of the month, not with this Two of Swords. I don't think it's looking from the cards like you're headed that way, if that makes sense. It really doesn't. It feels far more that you are kind of going to be maybe in each other's circle for a little bit. I don't know whether you've got a similar circle of friends, or whether there's like children involved or something like that, but it feels like you're in each other's lives a little bit, but not in that way. And it doesn't feel, especially with this Two of Swords, it doesn't feel as if there is going to be a rekindling of that particular type of relationship. Again, I'm sorry, I know it's not going to be probably the answer you were hoping for, but as I say, whenever I do my tarot readings, I can only give you the answers that you need, not what you want to hear. So yeah, I hope that helps, duo. And again, sorry that it wasn't better news. Again, though, I do have to say, you do, you know, tarot is for entertainment purposes. You do make all your own decisions in your own life. If you think there is a chance for you and Raquel, then it is always worth making that phone call and finding out, you know, where she is. But certainly in terms of what the cards are saying, I wouldn't hold up much hope. And I would say maybe that Hermit card coming up as to where you are, that might be a clue as to sort of where you're headed. It may well be that you've got some wounds to lick and maybe a little bit of soul searching to do for the time being. I hope that helps, my darling. I really, really, really do. Right, let's go have a look in that there chat. Oh, hang on. She always gave what? She always gave the ears to outside people. Right, so she listened to what other people were saying about the relationship. Right, okay. You're still in contact. She contacted you on Thursday, but you couldn't be there. She's in a healing stage. You're still in contact. You had a bit of a disagreement. Yeah, it feels like it. It feels like there was quite a big disagreement, duo. Yeah, it does feel as if there is definitely a separation there. It honestly doesn't feel as if there is a reconciliation on the cards, my darling. It really doesn't. It feels like it's like the last time. Oh, hang on. The last time you've been together for a last time we have been for a party together. Yeah, it doesn't feel as if it's going to happen again, my darling. As I say, maybe you've just got to move on. Maybe it's just time for you to move on, my darling. But yeah, thank you ever so much for your question, Duo. And good luck with whatever you decide to do moving on from here, honestly. Oh, no, don't shave your head. Well, no, listen, I take that back completely. I can't shave my head because I have a weird shaped head, right? So you know how other people's heads are sort of round, aren't they? They're sort of rounded at the top. My head kind of goes round and then has a rounded and then round. So it's kind of got, like, it does this and then it's got another bit there. And the one and only time I had my head shaved, it was done for charity. I regretted it instantly because I did not know the shape of my head. Let me show you. Look, it literally, if I've got a, hopefully this will wash. It doesn't matter if it washes off or not. So it goes round, round. Right, so then, if you imagine, there we go. Look, there's my eyes and my eyebrows. Right, that's like my head. Take the connecting bits out. I've almost got a Lego figure type head. I think when I was born that they used forceps too tightly or something. I think that's probably what happened with me because literally I've got like a raised bit in the middle. So yeah, it's not a good look for me. So if I ever went bald, I would invest in some wigs. Definitely. No problem at all, my darling. I hope you are good. You were going to get a tattoo. Get all the tattoos. Everybody, get all the tattoos. Get all the tattoos. As you did not get your wings. No, you're not going to get wings. What wings? Hang on. You are lucky your goddaughter could come to you, or if you are shattered after, we'll just get tucked up in bed at theirs. Wigs, Patricia, appeal, especially funky colours. I'm loving the fact that I'm greying and that is going. You keep your hair long, is easy to put. What? Your hair's long? Is it? Oh, that's why you didn't get wings. Oh. Okay. You're back tomorrow. Back to, I don't know what you're back to, my darling, but I hope everything goes well for you. Right, your friend is a crystal healer. She said your aura was torn over your shoulders where your spirit was trying to escape. I hope you wear little I know most of us have crystals in our bra. I can't be the only one. In fact, I know I'm not the only one who does that. I'll be holding a crystal, it'll go in the bra. Before I know it, there's 7 in there, and I've got some sort of active auric things going on with my boobs. So yeah, I know it's not just me. Right then, let's have a wee look. Shall we have another round? I think we should have another round. I cannot in my head visualize Patricia with long hair. It must be tied up. It must be tied up. Anyway, go ahead, the next round is open. If you would like a reading, do one of the 2 things you need to do to get a reading. In other words, the first thing to do is pop it in the live chat, starting with the word question. If you want to guarantee it, you can always send it through as a super chat. Any amount will get you on the list of guaranteed. If I get more than 1 reading in at a time, I will do them in the order they come in as. Hopefully that makes sense. Stick your questions in the live chat, starting with the word question. Let's go. Ask your question now. Send your question as a super chat to guarantee your 3-card reading is next. Donations of $10 or £8 or over will receive a longer 6 or 7 card reading. To try for a free reading, write your question in the live chat, starting with the word question. If no super chats come in, a free question will be chosen at random. And if you need help, just ask one of our mods. Yes, indeed. Ask one of the mods. If you don't know who the mods are, their names are in blue. It's your bank card and phone that goes in your bra. Have you only got a little diddy phone then? Or have you got a really big bra? Because look how my phone goes. I have a case on it and it's got all of my cards and everything else and everything in it. It's absolutely like it probably would fit in my bra, but I'd be walking around like, do you know what I mean? Like I've got Dolly Parton on one side and somebody with smaller breasts on the other. That would be what would happen. Whenever you've done yes. Do you know how that gets even worse, Holland? That gets even worse if you're in the bathroom and you go, take my bra off, and it's not just hitting the floor, it's hitting the kind of wooden hard bathroom floor, because then it's like, because A, you don't want your crystals to break on the floor, and B, they make a lot more noise. But yes, you always wear your triple goddess pendant, and also in the daytime you wear your rainbow quartz. I have taken 2. Normally I've got my big locket on, but recently I've taken to wearing this, which has my name on it in like almost as a sigil. I absolutely love it. And I bought a new silver chain for it so it wouldn't tarnish. But yeah, absolutely love it. Monica, it seems you're the only person who's asked a question that round, so by default, my darling, yours is going to be the next question read for. So let's swap over to a big bra. You figure you know if anyone steals it? Absolutely. You stopped wearing a bra 10 years ago. Ooh. Your house is mostly wood floors. You used to put work pages in your bra. Fell into the loo with clipped in trousers. Absolutely. Absolutely, that happens. Right, okay, Monica, let's go for your question, my darling. We are cleansing the space. And we are bringing in Wispy, as always. So then Wispy, if you're wondering what I keep talking about when I say Wispy, Wispy is an elemental air dragon, okay? Like literally a dragon made out of wisps of smoke, of steam, of ether, the sort of the rising dew in the morning sun across a meadow, the smoke that you get from the spark of a match. Do you know what I mean? All of that makes up Wispy. He's made of the ethereal smoke and energy. Wispy is my dragon that connects with the Akashic records to get me the information about the tarot, basically. Almost, if you think of it as a guide, like what was his name, Derek Fakara, who did the Ghost Hunt. What was that program called? I can't remember what it was called. Yvette Fielding, which would go, oh, there's a ghost. No, that's your husband, that side, dear. Oh, there's a ghost. No, that's Derek Fakara, the other side. Yeah. Oh, there's a ghost. No, that's your reflection, Yvette. All of that. Most Haunted. That was the program. Anyway, forgot what I was saying now. Completely forgot what I was saying. Anyway, right. Go check out Wispy. It's in the live chat. It's also pinned down below if you want to watch the podcast episode that Wispy is in. All right then. Question. Has your sister-in-law with the initial A done any black magic to turn the whole family against you and to cloud your brain and ruin your health? Right. Okay. First things first. No. Probably not. Right, I'll do you a reading. The reason I say probably not is because if she's told you she has, then it's the same thing as the sign that I've got in the garden that says witch's garden, do not eat the poison flowers and do not enter, children will be cursed. Right? I think that is actually what it says. Yay. So that, right, that's by having that sign up, it stops people eating flowers and children coming into the garden. It stops that because it means that it's a bit like having a sign up that says, I don't know, guarded by Alsatians. Well, you ain't going to go into that room or into that house and try and steal something if you know it's guarded by rabid big dogs, are you? You're not going to do it. The sign itself is often enough of a deterrent. Quite often when people say, I throw a black magic curse at you. Have you? Is that what you've done? Have you? Okay. They do it because then you worry about it. And because you're worrying about it, it means that all of the negatives that happen in life, you put down to that curse. So if you get up in the morning and you stub your toe, that's the curse. If you go to, I don't know, you get up in the morning, you stub your toe, you go to the bathroom and there's no loo roll. And you go, oh, bugger, I forgot, it's downstairs in the kitchen, I haven't put it away from shopping. That's the curse. If you make a cup of coffee but you've run out of sugar, that's the curse. If you go to the fridge and you get your milk out but it's started to go off, that's the curse. None of it could be the curse. It's all because you forgot the loo roll because it was downstairs and you were lazy last night. You stubbed your toe because you were half asleep and weren't paying attention to the chest of drawers or whatever you hit. You ran out of sugar. Well, that's because it's probably in the same shopping as the loo roll is. And what was it? The milk had turned bad. Well, it's probably because it's been in your fridge for 3 weeks and you haven't used it or checked it. It's got nothing to do with the black magic curse. But a lot of times, the easiest way to curse someone is to tell them you've cursed them. You don't do anything at all. You just go, do you know what? Bob, I know you're watching this, Bob. I have cursed you. I have cursed you in your entire bloodline. And you go, okay. Have I actually cursed anybody called Bob? No! But if Bob is out there in the interwebs watching this and has just said a nasty thing and gone, ooh, who the hell's that fat cow on the telly, on the YouTube? Who the hell's that fat cow in the glasses there? Who's that? If your name is Bob and you've just talked bad about me and now you're hearing me say I have cursed you, then you'll be sat there going, she knew. I've been cursed. She just said she cursed me. And my bloodline. That means you're cursed as well, son. And you, granddaughter. Do you know what I mean? The easiest way to curse someone is to tell them you've cursed them and then they believe everything else. But we'll do you a reading to see if there is anything to it. So, Let's have a look. Also, it takes so much energy to curse someone. Do you know how much you've got to really seriously hate someone with all the hatred in your body? All of the energy in your body has to be used for hate in order for you to do a proper meaningful curse, right? It really is. It's very, very hard thing to do properly, if that makes sense. Yes. So, Wispy, has Monica's sister A done black magic to turn the whole family against her and to cloud Monica's brain and ruin Monica's health? In other words, Wispy, has Monica's sister done anything against Monica using magic? There we go. Let's have a wee look. So then we'll look at where you are, what you need to know, and what the future holds. Okay, let's have a look. Where you are. Ace of Cups. Okay. That's a positive card. What you need to know. That's a negative card. And what's coming up? A red flag card. Now that's interesting. Okay. 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 Interesting. So. One second. I'm just going to take a slurp of my coffee. Interesting. It doesn't look as if there is... Oh, I'm confused. I tell you why I'm confused. Right. If there was an existing black magic curse in place, right? If that was a thing that was actually happening, this wouldn't be the Ace of Cups. Or it could be the Ace of Cups, but it would be reversed. So purely based on this card, I don't think there is an actual curse in place, right? I really genuinely don't. And what this card is telling me, seeing as this is where you are now, I think this you have to believe from here, right? From this moment forward, that if she said she cursed you, if she said she's paid a witch from, I don't know, wherever, Louisiana, right? Wherever, Namibia, wherever you might say, from Bulgaria, right? If she says she's paid someone else to do the working for you, or if she says she's cursed you herself, I don't think it's the case. It isn't. It would be extremely unlikely and extremely difficult for that to happen. I have previously been aware of curses, certainly from other cultures, and I've helped to break them and lift them. So it is something I am aware of. It is something that I am, I'm not saying it isn't at all a thing. However, this card would not come up in this position if this was an actual curse. I can tell you that now, because the Ace of Cups for me is a positive card, right? It deals with positive emotions. It deals with Cups is emotional state. Aces are new beginnings. This is telling me there is a new beginning starting probably from today, right? Absolutely 100%. There is no black magic curse on you at all. 100%. I am 100% sure of that, because if there was, this card would not be here. It could be one of 77 other cards. This card is a positive, upright card. This is a positive card. This is a card of positive change. This is a card of positive, ability to move forward. This is a card of positive energy. There is nothing negative here at all. Nothing, right? So there is no curse. There is no curse here. What there is, what you need to know is that your sister is not your friend, right? And when I say not your friend, what I mean by that is I don't think she's actively working black magic against you, but I think she quite likes the idea that she's managed to upset you by making you think that she has. Do you know what I mean? I think she's quite happy with the idea that she's got under your skin, she's pissed you off, she's living rent-free in your head, she's making you think that she's got the power to do all of these things, right? Absolutely, categorically, she is very happy for you to think you have been cursed by her. This is not a nice person in this position. The Two of Swords, twos are relationships between two people. Swords, crossed words. These are two sisters, you and her, that do not go together. You aren't the, in TV and soap operas and movies where you're like, my sister's my best friend. Me and my sister, we're so close. No. This is like Cinderella and one of her stepsisters. Do you know what I mean? There is no connection there. None whatsoever. There is a complete breakdown of any family connection there. I have a sibling who I refer to as my sibling. I never use her name. I always ever refer to her as sibling. She's certainly not a bloody sister. And I nearly used a much deeper swear word there. She really isn't. She is barely a sibling. She's somebody I happen to share a blood relatives with. Do you know what I mean? That's it. She is my sibling. Your sister is simply your sibling. You do not have to have a relationship with her. By giving this idea of being cursed by her power, you are giving her your power. And she will take that power. I don't mean magical power. I mean literally your energy, your confidence, your, I bet you if you I don't know, if you go shopping, right? Say you want to get this wonderful pen. It's an amazing pen. You've seen it advertised online. It's sold in one shop. They've just had new stock in. You cannot wait to get there. So you get in the car, you drive to the shop, you park up in the car park, you go walking into the shop. Hello, can I get one of those new pens that everyone's raving about, please? Oh, I'm sorry, we've just sold the last one. Bugger. You would sit there and think, oh, that's my sister. She's cursed me, so I didn't get it. No, they just sold the last one. You should have got up earlier. You knew it was a popular thing. It's circumstance. It isn't an actual curse, right? That is what these cards are saying. However, in terms of future opportunity, this is a weird one because I'm actually going to, for those of you that know me on a regular basis, I would always say this is the red flag card. I think you need to be her red flag. And what I mean by that, Wands is all about confidence and self-esteem, right? So the King is at the top of that pecking order. So the King energy is being super confident, super sure of yourself, believing in your own strength and your own ability and your own, you are smart, you are bright, you are intelligent, you are pretty, you are beautiful, you are all of the things in in that film that I can't remember, where she says, you are smart, you are brave, all of that. You're all of that, right? Whatever that phrase is, I can't remember what it is off the top of my head. Maybe the mods or the viewers can help. All of that. You need to be super confident, right? Burn your flame brightly. Be confident. Even say to her, do you know what? I know all about curses. I know how to reverse them. And I know how to send them back. So do your worst. And you say it in such a way that is quietly confident. And then whatever she's doing, she will think one of two things. She will either think that you have sent things back, or she will think that you have the ability to send things back. So if she's done a curse, then, which I completely doubt she has, and I would say categorically she has not, but if there was any scope of her doing something like that, she's just going to shut up. I genuinely believe, looking at these three cards, that A, there's no curse, B, she's not a nice person particularly, and she's probably not someone you'd ever call friends, and you're probably never going to have one of those Elsa and Anna type sister friendship type things, right? This isn't a Disney movie. But you need to just brush it off, right? Your question is, did she turn your whole family against you? No. But the minute that you believe you have been cursed, every single time somebody in the family says something, you will put it through that lens, and it will change how you see it. You know, someone says to you, Monica, you're so annoying today, right? That person, normally what would you say back if it was, say if it's a cousin? You'd go, I'm annoying, you're 10 times worse, God. If it's your, I don't know, if it's your husband, you'd be like, really? What are you every morning? Do you know what I mean? The minute that comes through somebody that you think is cursed to act against you, you go, oh, they're only saying that because of the curse. They really hate me because of the curse. It's all because of it. It isn't. There isn't a curse, my darling. In terms of clouding your brain and ruining your health, if you're worried and concerned and panicking about a curse that you think is there, you're going to feel stressed. It's going to stop you sleeping. It's going to make it harder for you to have a good night's rest, to wake up in the morning, to be able to go to work and have a good day at work, and all of these things. It's going to start affecting you. And if you've got a health concern already, it will make it worse because that stress is there. Do you know what I mean? And I think at the end of the day, you just need to be sure of yourself, and just to get on with your life. And listen, if you want a little bit of reassurance, you could always, I mean, we were talking about hagstones earlier. You could always carry a hagstone. You could always sprinkle a little bit of salt around you. You could always put a mirror in your house or in your bedroom or in your handbag, you know, one of those little pocket mirrors, and you just carry it around. You don't use it for makeup. The only reason it's in your bag is, you know, like one that's sort of like this size, little tiny little pocket mirrors that come in eyeshadows, even something like that. And you carry it around with you, and you know that this little mirror will reflect back anything that has ever sent to you, and that's its sole job. That's the only reason you have it. It's the only reason you bought it. It's the only reason you have it in your bag. It's just because that reflects anything, any bad curses or any bad negative juju, it sends it back. That's all you need, right? You don't need to go and pay somebody on the internet to remove a curse. if I wanted to, I could absolutely say to you right now, oh yes, there's definitely a curse. Go to my Fiverr gig and look at the curse removal option for $5,000 and pay me the $5,000 and I will remove the curse. Yes, yes, definitely. And you could go and do that. And then next month I would say, oh, the curse energy's come back. Pay me another $5,000 and I'll get rid of it for you. And then the next month I'd say, oh, the curse energy's come back again. Instead of paying every month, why didn't you sign up to a subscription for the curse removal? It's only $4,000 a month. But every month I will get rid of your... I'm not doing anything. Do you know what I mean? I'm not saying I do this. But there are people out there that charge for that type of service. And they do that type of thing and it's all a scam. I am 100%, you have not been cursed. Your sister hasn't got the ability, the power, the knowledge. She's very much got in your head, right? And said, I curse you. It's the worst thing anybody can do. Because now it's in your head and now you put everything down to her, but it isn't, right? It's just bad luck, coincidence. Honestly, my darling, move forward. Feel that this moment, that Ace of Cups card is really important, right? From this moment on, whatever has gone on between you and your sister, you now know she lied about cursing you. It was a lie. She didn't curse you. So 2 things can come of that. 1, you now are free. All that weight's gone off your shoulders because there's no curse. So why are you worried about it? Something that didn't happen. No point in being worried about it. And 2, it means that actually, deep down, even though she said she had, there's a little bit of love for you there. Little bit of love for you there. Do you know what I mean? She didn't actually curse you. So there you go. She goes to a person who does witchcraft. Doesn't matter. Do you know how much energy it takes to do a curse? Like tons, all of it, all of the energy. Trust me, if she's got friends of hers that are into witchcraft, then that's fine. But do you know how much energy that would take? It just more energy, more hatred, more like. Listen, if you had been cursed by family members, if she cursed you, she's cursing the bloodline, which is cursing her as well because she's family, right? That's never a good thing to do. Never a good thing to do. If you're blood related, if you're blood sisters, never a good thing to do. It'll backfire on her 10 times. So if the family are just not friends with you right now, but she's absolutely fine with the family, then there's absolutely no curse. Absolutely categorically no curse. But yeah, none whatsoever. She is just not a nice person. As far as everything else, right? Take this as being the first day of you feeling lifted, you feeling lighter. Whatever you thought about the curse, it's gone. It isn't there. There is nothing there. You can now move forward and get on with your life. If you choose to have your sister in it, great. If you choose not to have your sister in it, great. At the end of the day, she's got no power over you. Go live your life. Be happy. I hope that helps, Monica. Let me have a look in the chat. She blamed you for cursing her. No. If you didn't do it, then look, it's fine. She hasn't cursed you at all. You do keep saying a prayer to God to send all witchcraft to the sender. There you are then. That's it. It's fine. You don't have to worry about it. We're not talking from a couple of months and always trying to be good. Inside, she wants to kick me out of the house. She might want to kick you out of the house. If it's her house, then she might have a right to do that. But whatever else, at the end of the day, just live your life. It'll be fine. Sarah, thank you very much for the super chat. You don't need to be cornered. Honestly, I don't think... If she's turned and poisoned the whole family against you, then it's up to you to prove her wrong, right? And don't give her any strength. Don't let her get under your skin. Don't let her affect you in any way. Just go out, live your life, be strong, be happy, I don't believe she's cursed you, she's cursed the family or anything like that. She might be a snivelling little rat of a person who tells lies about you and tries to, you know, have this game of one-upmanship. But at the end of the day, categorically, she's just not a nice person, and eventually people like that get found out. Anyway, my darling, I hope that helps. I really, really, really do. All right then, let's go to Sarah's reading. Sarah, my darling, I hope that helps, Monica. Just know there's no juju out there. There's no negative energy out there for you, my darling. You are free to live your life happily from this point forward. And I hope that helps. A general reading for Sarah. Right, my darling, you have sent £10, so that will be a longer reading. Let me just do... I tell you what, I'm going to take a slurp of coffee. I'm going to play... What shall I play? What shall I play? I tell you what. Let's tell everybody about the membership. Sarah is one of our lovely members on the channel. And that's why her name is in green, and she's got a little coffee cup next to her name, because the members, although it is the Crow Collective, we are all about the coffee. We genuinely really, really are.
Join the Crow Collective. Help to support this channel by becoming a member here on YouTube. From £2.99 per month, you will gain access to members only perks, live streams, competitions, sneak peeks and more. Just click on join for more information. Thank you to all our members.
Right then, Sarah, let's go ahead and cleanse the space around you, my darling. No, cleanse the space here. I know what I mean. Not cleanse the space around you, because you're like in a whole other place. Do you know what I mean? You're not actually here, are you? My mouse keeps stop working. Very good English, Lisa. Very, very good English. Keep doing that. That's great. So then, let's have a look. Sarah, I'm going to do you the path ahead spread. Okay, so the path ahead spread, this is my version of it. I can't even find where I've put the Agatha cards, you know. It's bad, isn't it? It's bad. They're here somewhere. The reason I was saying that is because the actual spread from the series is in there, but let's have a look. So this is my version of it. Sorry, Wispy. What I meant to do, obviously. Let's go back and do this bit again. So we are cleansing the space by ringing the bell. And obviously bringing in Wispy. There we go. Thank you, Wispy. Yay. See what happened there? Thank you, Wispy. Wispy. Sarah, shelling them like the Wiccan Midnight Crafter. Sarah would like a general reading. There we go. You see? Thank you, Wispy. Lots of lovely cards. You've got to say hello to Wispy every time, because you know, bless him, he does a lot of work for the channel, does Wispy. I know, right? Very busy working, aren't you, Wispy? Can everybody put a thumbs up in the channel if you haven't done already? Put a thumbs up on the YouTube for our lovely Wispy, the air elemental dragon Wispy, who does all the work behind the scenes, connecting the cards to where they need to be. Yay. Lots and lots and lots of lovely energy for Wispy. Let's if there's dragon emoji, stick any dragon emoji in the chat as well. That's what I need to make. I need to make a Wispy emoji. Haha, that's what the next one will be for the members. There's already the doodah, but we'll have the Wispy dragon emoji. Ooh. Page of Cups has popped out, my darling, as a clarifying card. Page of Cups, youthful energy in terms of emotions and love life and things like that. Youthful energy in terms of emotions and love life. So there is something here going on in terms of your emotional state. Be a little bit aware, Sarah, that this card was reversed, right? And because it's reversed, there is a little bit of an element. Thank you, everybody. There is a little element here of perhaps there is a little bit negative sadness or a little bit of negative energy around at the moment in terms of what's coming your way. So just be a little bit aware of that. Right then, so Wispy, the path ahead. As soon as we flip a card, we stop shuffling. The path ahead reading. So this card denotes you and where you are at the moment. Two of Swords reversed. Oh, who have you fallen out with? Who are you having a bit of a not an argument, but who are you having some issues, some little bits of either bickering or disagreements with? It feels like with this Page Cup coming in as well, it feels like this could be a family member or a loved one. It's somebody quite close that, again, I think whatever this separate it's not a separation, whatever this disagreement is, it's quite close. It's like a best mate, a partner, a family member. There's been a bit of a misunderstanding, I think would be the word I'll put on the feeling I'm getting. So the quest for you at the moment, what this general reading is about. If we could take away the mask of, I just would like a general reading. What is your subconscious actually wanting you to know? What is your quest at the moment? The Three of Wands. Okay. The Three of Wands reversed. So we are talking about moving forward Wispy, give me that again. Why is this all about taking back the words that haven't been said yet? What the hell does that mean? Why is that phrase? Is that a phrase from something? It's literally just gone round and round and round in my head. Taking back the words that haven't been said yet with the three of Wands. Threes are about like taking things to the next. Has this? Wispy, is this where we are, or is this what's to come? Okay, right, okay. This feels very... Sorry, let me just explain what I am actually experiencing. So, my mind is flashing to... Lilia Calderou in Agatha All Along, the series. It's flashing to young Lilia, old Lilia, young Lilia, old Lilia. I keep flashing between images of the two of them. Now obviously I'm using the spread that was used in that series, and I'm using it in I'm using the spread that was used in that series. So that's obviously why my mind is kind of in an Agatha filter, if you like. However, I don't know whether this fallout has actually happened or whether it's about to. It feels like this is a warning, Sarah. It feels like this is a warning. Especially with this card, because it literally was, take back the words that haven't been said yet. Well, that makes no sense if you've had a falling out with someone. So this is literally saying, look, if this whole reading is where you're headed, right, then let's work under that premise, because take back the words that haven't been said yet. Unless that means something, unless there's like, a card, an event coming up. I don't know what that is. What is? Anyway, right, come on, Wispy. You've got me focused in for something. Why am I so focused in on this? Right, so let's focus, pull back a little bit on the focus. 3 of Wands. Wands is self-esteem, confidence, and how you view yourself. The 3 would be taking those next step forward, right? When the 3 is reversed, it's seeing yourself in a negative light for some reason. So why are you seeing yourself in a negative light, Sarah? What is it about? Why is it that you are viewing your actions negatively? Have you done something you shouldn't? Have you? If we weren't on the internet and you were with me right now, right, I would be saying to you, look, what the heck, right, okay, Wispy, thank you. We're just going to do it as if Sarah's with me, right? I'll try and filter this through as YouTube friendly a way as I can. I know Sarah's a witchy type person, so it almost feels, you know how we were just talking about curses and things? I don't think you've done something that nefarious, but it maybe you've gone a bit to the cackle, right? It feels very much that there's a regret in play over something you've done. And something that may already be too late to take back, right? So I don't know whether that's a working. I don't know whether that is a something you've said, something you've cast. Whatever it is, it feels like it could even be in a moment of falling out with someone that you've done a working, and now you're regretting it and wanting to take it back. Do you know what I mean? There's something here around that. I don't quite know what it is, but it's really bugging me. Anyway, Wispy, let's take it out of the metaphysical. I really think there's a fallout here. I really do think there's a fallout here. If this hasn't happened yet, It's going to happen. We're on the cusp of it, right? We're on the cusp of it. Be careful what you do, right? Listen, forewarned is forearmed. Thank you, Wispy. Practical magic. I hope you get chicken pox. That image just went through my head. Right, again. So be careful what you cast. Be careful where you throw magic around. Be careful where you, what you say and the words that you use that may be said in jest about someone or something that may not be. Do you know what I mean? It's like, yeah. I think that's where I think that's what I'm getting to. Wispy, you're really not helping. This is vague as hell and I don't like it. The path behind. The Queen of Pentacles also reversed. So a nurturing energy, somebody who would normally be nurturing that energy is being taken from. That energy is Oh, I'm really struggling with this reading. Right, Wispy, clarify everything. Clarify everything. The path behind, the Queen of Pentacles, what has gone behind? Oh, why am I in... I'm in... I'm so sorry, Sarah. Right, Lisa, say as you see. Just say as you see. Come on, you're getting stuck in your head. Say as you see. So, the Queen of Pentacles is a nurturing person who financially is normally somebody who is able to have money. In this deck, it's about growth. It's about that earth connection. When it's reversed, it's suggesting a lack of growth, and it's suggesting a situation where there was hang on, wispy. Let me just... Okay, lay the cards. Lay the cards. The 4, the 5, the 6, and the 7. Right, okay. There's only one upright card. Okay, the path ahead, the 6 of Wands. Wands is confidence, self-esteem. The 6s are about community. This is about achievements. This is about achieving and hitting some goals, hitting some targets. This is positive. Right, okay. I've got the cards laid out. So I'm just going to read for the cards, right? And I'm going to read the cards as if you aren't somebody I know. This feels like a warning. This feels like this is something possibly to come, right? And it feels like it's going to start with a falling out. It doesn't feel as if you are at fault for that falling out. It feels like, because we've got the Page of Cups, it feels like someone is going to get their knickers in a twist, they're being their bonnet, they're going to take something, misinterpret something, right? From that Page of Cups. They are going to, it's almost like they're going to spit their dummy out, right? I don't think it's partner energy. It doesn't feel like that. It doesn't feel that old. So, with all of that being said, the first card, the Two of Swords, a falling out with you and a friend, right? That you do not instigate. This is the Traveller, this is you. So it feels like there is a disagreement between you and a friend that almost comes out of the blue, right? And that disagreement, if it hasn't happened, it's on, literally on the cards, and it feels like it's because this friend has got they've misread a situation, or they've mistook something that you've messaged, or something that you've said. It's been taken the wrong way, out of context, but it's pissed this person off so much that now they're like, screw you, and it's gone like that, right? The quest moving forward is talking about trying to regain that confidence. And the Three of Wands here, I think it's talking about trying to unpick the pieces. And when I said take back the words that haven't been said yet, I think it's take back the words that haven't been said. It's like somebody is it's like somebody's misinterpreting your words. Somebody is I don't know whether it's a language thing, a culture thing, an age thing. I don't know what the reason is, but somebody is going to take what you say completely the wrong way and get their knickers in a twist about it, right? They are going to get really pissed off because of something. And it could be you know sometimes when you type something, it hasn't got the context of when you say something. So you could say, you could type, I don't know, oh yeah, right. And the way you say it, right, they might take it as, oh yeah, right, whatever. But if you were saying it, you'd be like, oh yeah, right, I agree with you, right? Oh yeah, completely. Oh yeah, right, I get it. I mean, that's what we're saying, isn't it? Oh yeah, right. But because it's in a text, it's like, oh yeah, right. Oh yeah, right. Of course, yeah, don't believe it. What the hell are you talking about? And it's something like that where this is going to get misinterpreted. And then the Three of Wands comes in with the reversal, saying that what you're wanting to do is to kind of move forward with confidence, but you can't explain it because you cannot. This thing's been taken out of context, and because of it, no matter how many times, oh, I didn't mean it like that. Oh, well, you said it. Yeah, but it didn't mean the thing that it came across as, right? So be aware of that. Then we go to the path ahead. We've got the Queen of Pentacles. This is somebody who is arguably has a money connection around you, or a work, or there is something there with money and work. And I don't think it's a boss, but I think it could be somebody who I don't know whether it's somebody who's supporting you or somebody that you are supporting, right? But whatever that is, this fallout is going to sour that energy. And where it says it's the path behind, it's like it's almost like this person hasn't nurtured you in the way that you wanted them to somehow. And in terms of a friendship, it's almost like the friendship is a bit one-sided from your perspective, right? And it's like when they get their knickers in the twist, it's like it's okay. Thank you, Wispy. I've got it. When they get their knickers in the twist over this miscommunication, it's almost like you're going to say, yeah, but remember when you weren't there for me? Where were you when I needed you? You weren't here because, you know, when I was going through this thing, you weren't in my life. When I was going through that, do you know what I mean? It's like you're bringing back this energy of a time when this person was lacking and was missing from your life. And that path behind, that is what's going to come up in this argument and this disagreement. And it's almost like don't get dragged into that, because although you're going to feel that and it's very valid, don't let that explode. The path ahead, the Six of Wands, it feels like the clearing of the air, the blowing of the dandelions. It's like the confidence. When the six comes, it's about the community, it's about your circle, it's about your coven, it's about the sisterhood, it's about your friendship circle, right? The family. That's going to be who you need to lean on. When this falling out happens, right, you're going to need to lean on your social network, whether that be people you regularly go to bingo with, or people that you hang out with, or family, you know, the coffee morning that you go to at the church, whatever it is. It's that sort of bond. That's the path ahead. That's how you move forward. When this relationship, friendship starts being a bit rocky and feeling a bit iffy, that's where it's not work. It's somebody who's got a financial connection, right? So it could be somebody you're supporting, it could be somebody that's supporting you. So it could be a family member that you are helping out. It could be, I don't know, but it's there's a financial element to this. It's more than growth with this Pentacles, right? So you lean on your circle. By leaning on your circle, it's like your circle will get you through, right? That is your path ahead. Your circle will get you through. The friends, the allies, they will pull you through whatever this is when it happens, right? The Hanged One reversed, this is telling me and this is in the obstacle position. This is saying there's going to feel like time is running out, that time is ticking. Whatever is happening in this situation, right? Time is ticking, time is running out. It's not as... Oh, Wispy, give me that again. The deadline's not going to be as tight as it's being made out to be. Right? This is, trust me, this will come good. I don't know what this is. It will make sense when it happens, right? The Hanged One, this idea of waiting and waiting for the right moment, waiting to be given the knowledge that you can't wait. And this obstacle, you're going to be too pressed for time to be able to you're going to be too pressed for time. You're going to be too busy to properly go back and try and repair whatever this relationship was, right? There's going to be too many things that you need to deal with. The windfall, so the good luck, the good omen, is an Ace of Wands. It's a new start. It's going to give you, you're going to see things clearer, right? You are going to see things clearer. You're going to know what is happening, and you're going to know it, but you're not going to want to know it, right? It's almost like somebody's been lying to you, and that knowledge is going to come to you, and you don't want to know that, but now you do know that, you can move forward. Do you know what I mean? That Ace of Wands reversed, it's like a friend has been bullshitting you to your face. And once it's revealed just how much BS they were slinging around, you'll completely understand this reading, but also like it will put you in a different headspace, and it will give you an idea of oh, that's why. That's what this was about. You were using me. That's why. Do you know what I mean? There's like it's not going to be a feeling that you want to have, but it's something where once that knowledge is in place, it's like, okay, I've got you. I know exactly who you are. And you know that sense of confidence you get when you've seen through somebody's mask and you're like, I see what you're doing. I get what you're trying to do. Ain't gonna work on me. I've just seen beneath your mask. I know exactly what trick you're trying to pull on me. It ain't gonna work. And it will lead to a heartache. Right? The final destination here is a heartache. Now, because of the way this card was pulled, it's almost impossible to say whether it's upright or down or reversed. My gut instinct was, as I pulled it, it would have been, because I pulled it that way to there, it would have been an upright card. I just realized I'm on the wrong camera, right? So I pull it and do that with it, which tells me it would have been an upright card, right? So that means whatever this friendship is, you're going to feel like shit when it's gone. Okay? Well, whoever this person is, you're being used, right? Let me put it that way. You're being used. Somebody somewhere in your circle, someone that you speak to, someone that you might have told secrets to, do you know, somebody like that, somebody that you have been close with, there's going to be a falling out. When that happens, things are going to unravel. You're going to get told things you didn't know. You're going to get told that this person's possibly been using you or playing you for a little while, right? There's going to be a little bit of, you're going to have your eyes opened. It's not going to feel good. None of this is going to feel good, my darling. And it is going to lead to you getting quite upset about it. When that happens, you need to remember your circle, right? You need to remember, reach out to the people that you think of as your other friends. Do you know what I mean? Reach out to us here. Reach out to your Facebook friends. Reach out to your cousin, the people at the pub, whoever, whatever, right? Reach out to those folk for support. It feels like someone is using you, and I don't think this is I don't think this is happening immediately. It feels like this is very much to come. this Queen of Pentacles, listen, when it happens, you'll realise, right? When it happens, you'll realise they've been using you for a little bit. I don't know whether it's an extended family member, a niece, a nephew, a cousin, or whether it's a friend. It could be, it's that sort of level. It's not immediately close. It's like, it's that level. But be careful, Sarah, be careful. And again, I don't even think this is this week. I don't even think this is this week. It feels more like it feels more like this month. Certainly not next, certainly not into September, because of the way Wispy gives me the information. But yeah, just be a little bit careful right now. Be a little bit careful right now. I don't think you're being scammed, but it's almost got that vibe about it. Do you know what I mean? It's almost got that vibe about it. Hang on, what's in the chat? Yeah, this 21 days, third week of the month, fourth week of the month. Is there 5 weeks in August? I think there is. It's something like that. It's the back end of this month coming. It feels like whatever this is, Wispy's, it's like, it's like this is the future echoes. Does that make sense? Do you know what I mean by that? So if you've got time, and say time is a lake, a paddling pool, right? A pond. That's the word I was looking for. So time is a pond, and you drop a stone right in the middle, right? Future's over here, past is other way around. Past is over here, future's over here. Whichever way it looks better on your screens, right? It's like that pebble's been dropped. We are on the ripples, so we can feel it, even though we're not quite got to the splash point. But we can feel the effect of those ripples, and that's what I call a future echo. It's like whatever's coming, it will affect you in quite a serious way, right? That rippling effect is already reaching back into the past, which is what Wispy's picking up on. Does that make sense? It's like it's coming. I hope it helps. I don't think this is you and hubby, or you and yeah, it doesn't feel, it doesn't feel that close. It really doesn't. But when this starts to unravel, you're going to know instantly what it is. This reading will go, oh my God, it's that. It will make sense as it happens, and as it makes sense, you will go, oh, at that moment, remember that path ahead card, right? That path ahead is for you to reach out and get support when you need it, right? You'll recognize when that is. Reach out. Honestly, reach out. Yeah, 100%. 100%. Yeah, 100%. You'll get through this, absolutely, wholeheartedly. It will be sad, but you will move forward. That Three of Swords, whilst it is the heartbreak card, this isn't a heartbreak in terms of a this isn't a divorce, this isn't a relationship like that that's collapsing, this isn't that. This is The heartache here is you've trusted someone or you've believed someone who was, for whatever reason, and they have their own reasons, they were trying to pull the wool over you, over your eyes. You know what I'm trying to say, right? The Queen of Pentacles, somebody has seen you someone has seen you as a bank, basically. So if there's someone in your life that has been saying to you, oh, could you just, oh, my, I don't know, my wages didn't come through, could you just, or the electric bill is far more than it was, could you just, be wary of that. Be wary of that. It's not going to kill you inside. It's not going to kill you inside. You're going to be upset. It's not going to kill you inside. I don't know whether it's son or daughter vibe. It doesn't feel quite that close. Obviously, it depends on how close you are to your son or daughter, I guess. But it doesn't feel that close. Oh my God, it's 9:15. When the hell did that happen? Sorry, everybody. I didn't realise I was going late. Thank you, everyone, for being here. Sarah, I hope this makes sense to you, my darling. I wouldn't worry about it too much. You're absolutely going to get through this. That path ahead, you need to reach out. And yeah, you will get through it, and B, that the Ace of Wands, it's a windfall. It will give you that clarity. The reason I'm saying it's in the windfall position, so it's in the, you know, luck and up the upswing position. You're not going to like it, but you will be able to see things much clearer moving forward, and that is why it's in that windfall position, right? You'll be a lot more confident that you aren't being taken advantage of, if that makes sense. I hope that helps, Sarah. I really, really do. Listen, forewarned is forearmed. I hope that makes sense. Remember what I say, though. Reach out to us all if you need to, when you need to. And yeah, as I say, I hope that helps. Forewarned is forearmed. Thank you for everybody for being here. Thank you to all the members. Thank you to the moderators. You're all bloody amazing. You know that. Emil, unfortunately, we are just closing up shop now. We normally finish at 9 p.m. UK time. It's now 15:15. And yeah, thank you so much for being here. Emil, we're back on Tuesday evening at 7 p.m. UK time. I forgot what day it was then. So yeah, we're back on Tuesday evening, 7 p.m. Join us then. Hit your subscribe button, Emil. Hit that subscribe button and ding your bell so that YouTube notifies you whenever we go live, which is every Sunday and every Tuesday at 7 p.m. I will be back next week. Thank you so much to everybody for being here today. And yeah, as I say, stay you, stay true, stay authentic, and I will definitely catch you next time. Bye-bye.
They're witches.
So, apparently I'm a witch.
'Cause she's a witch.
We've got a witch!
I'm the love witch.
I am a witch.
I am a witch.
I'm a witch!
Sally just came out.
Now the witch is back!